Welcome to Kids Learning Lab, a learning podcast made just for kids. In this episode, we're going to talk about tornadoes. Hello. Before we start this episode, I'd like to give a shout out to all of you that visited the website. I just added 2 new games, so be sure to check them out. Also, you can support Kids Learning Lab on Patreon. Stick around after the end to learn about Patreon. If you don't want to stick around at the end, I'll just tell you the basics. Patreon is a subscription and donation service that lets you subscribe, free or paid, and give donations. If you want to know more, find out at the end. Remember, Kids Learning Lab is just starting out on Patreon, so early subscribers might get bonus content. Patreon is at patreon.com/kidslearninglab, and our website is at kidslearninglab.weebly.com. You can also email us at kidslearninglab099@gmail.com. In this episode, we're going to talk about tornadoes. Part 1. Intro. Tornadoes are windstorms. They look like huge upside-down mountains. If you've seen one before, you know they look scary. Check out the logo for this episode to see a tornado. Part 2. Tornado scale. The EF scale measures how bad a tornado is. EF stands for Enhanced Fujita. EF1 tornadoes can just fly some dirt, debris, and rocks, while EF5 tornadoes can fly people. It's similar to the hurricane scale, which we learned about in our last episode. Part 3. Tornado directions. In the northern hemisphere, which is the upper half of Earth past the equator, tornadoes spin counterclockwise. Counterclockwise means the opposite way that the lines on a clock spin. In the southern hemisphere, which is the other half of Earth, tornadoes spin clockwise. Clockwise means the way the lines go on a clock. Part 4. Mini tornado. Similar to the last episode, you can also make a mini experiment using a water bowl. Check it out on our hurricanes episode. Part 5. Fun facts. Number 1. Tornadoes can happen any month. Number 2. The U.S. gets 2,000 tornadoes each year. Number 3. Thunderstorms can make tornadoes. And number 4. Tornadoes and hurricanes also spin similarly. Thanks for listening. Now I'm going to talk about Patreon. We have 6 subscription tiers on Patreon. Number 1. Free newsletter. If you go to patreon.com/kidslearninglab and click Join for free, you can get a free newsletter every episode. It is absolutely free, and the newsletter has awesome bonus content and fun facts. Number 2. Community bundle. $1.50 a month. The community bundle gives you access to the fan club, a community chat where you can talk with other listeners. You also get a 5-year message conversations with me online, the host. You can also try out the fan club with a free trial of 7 days. Number 3. Kids Learning Lab bonus, $2 a month. The bonus tier gets you a bonus episode every month. Also, you can buy bonus episodes from the Patreon shop. You can also get access to the fan club. In addition to that, you can try it out with a free trial. Number 4. Kids Learning Lab Plus, $4 a month. Recommended tier. Kids Learning Lab Plus, which I recommend, is a great tier and gives you many things. You get a shout-out video from me, the host, and you can choose a message which will be played on the podcast. Get bonus episodes every month, access to the fan club, and get a shout-out on the podcast. You can try it out for 7 days. I highly recommend this one. Number 5. Super Learner, $6 a month. Super Learner is a super package, which gets you every single thing from the Plus tier and a year-long conversation online with me. You also have a 7-day free trial. Number 6. Superfan, $7.50 a month. Superfan is the highest tier. It includes everything from Super Learner along with a 5-year conversation. It's like getting the community bundle with Super Learner. Get work-in-progress updates as well as behind-the-scenes videos. Choose any 2 items from the shop under $10 for free. Also, this has a 7-day free trial. Remember, Patreon subscribers might get early subscriber discounts, so don't forget to subscribe early. See you next time on Kids Learning Lab. The only person working on this podcast is me, so it'd really help if you shared this. It'll help our podcast grow. Thank you.